guys, welcome back. We're going to start this tutorial off with some skincare. I teamed up with Biobelle to show you how to use their new primer sheet mask. This is a sheet mask you can use before your makeup. It's a 5-minute mask and you're going to apply it to your skin. It's like second skin, and this is really going to help hydrate and make your skin glowy before you apply your makeup. It has tea tree oil, which helps with oil regulation, minimizing pores and breakouts, which we all know I struggle with. Also rosehip extract, which is good for uneven skin tone, and vitamin C to really brighten your skin and give you that radiance. So you're just going to apply it to your skin. It's going to adhere to your skin like second skin, and it's really comfortable. And it's very wet, which is going to make sure those ingredients don't evaporate. It feels really nice on the skin. These masks are infused with Tencel, which is a biodegradable fiber that delivers antioxidants faster and deeper than a typical cream. It has no parabens, no sulfates, no phthalates, and no GMOs, so it's healthy and good for your skin. And while you're waiting, you're going to want to do some creepy facial expressions and maybe play with your hair a little bit. And then you're going to peel the mask off and your skin is going to look bright and glowy and your pores are going to be minimized. I felt like it helped my redness too, so I just went ahead and peeled it off, and I'm showing you what my skin looks like after. I just felt like I did have an even skin tone. It looked a little bit more even than usual. I usually have pretty red, angry skin. After I peel off the mask, I'm just going to massage in all the excess serum so it really sinks into my skin and I get the skincare benefits. And if you want to, you can pat dry with a towel before your makeup application, and then we are going to move into showing my skin and how it looks afterwards. So I really feel like it brightened my skin and I just felt overall looked healthier. If you're interested in trying out these masks, they are from Ulta. You can get them online and in store, and I will have a link down below. Now onto the makeup application. I am mixing the MAC Cosmetics Next to Nothing with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and I'm going to use a beauty blender. I just kind of put it all over my face, and then I'm going to stipple it in with the kind of butt of the beauty blender, I guess. And then I'm going in with my Tarte Shape Tape. This is in the shade Light Sand, and I'm going to use this on all the areas that I want to highlight. I do have a bruise on my lip from lip filler, so this was in the healing process, so don't mind that. It is basically gone now. So I'm just going to use that beauty blender dampen to really blend in this concealer. I've been loving this lately, not using a ton of it, just little dots, and it works really beautifully. Then I'm going to set this with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I go back and forth between this and the Cover FX and the Natasha Denona. There's a lot that I like, but I'm just going to bake under the eyes. I've been baking a little bit less, not as heavy. I think it just comes out better. So now I'm going to stipple the rest into my face to set the rest of my face. I feel like this really locks in my makeup when I do this. So if you want long wearing makeup, I would use a damp beauty blender to stipple on the powder. So I'm showing everything. I don't have my brows done or my nose contour, so I'm going into the Tarte palette, and this is a Cosette brush, and I'm just going to powder contour my nose. I know you guys wanted a video on it, and I can do an in-depth video, but this is basically what I do every day. I just look down like really heavily and contour my nose like that, and just contour the end of it, and that's really all I do. So now I'm going to go on to brows, and I'm going to do this quickly, but again, I'm showing everything that I usually don't show. So I'm starting off with Benefit Give Me Brow. This is it's called Give Me Brow. This is shade number 3, and I just run this through my brows. I do have my brows microbladed, but once you put foundation on them and they are quite light, you need something to bring back that life. And now I'm using an Anastasia Brow Wiz, but I do use usually I use the Benefit Precisely My Brow in shade 3. So I'll use that, or I'll use this, or the Colourpop, any kind of really thin brow pencil. Those are like the 3 that I really like. And I'm just going to kind of draw in my brow, and that's basically what I've been doing lately. It's a lot easier now that I have microblading done. Now we're going to move on to eyes. I'm not using a specific palette per se. I'm using all different types of stuff. So I'm starting out with the Morphe 35R just to get a matte shade. You just need a matte shade to start this off with. And I'm just going to sweep this in the outer corner and crease of my eye just to kind of get a transition shade going. Once you've blended that out, I'm going to go in with this Nabla Cosmetics. This is a beautiful brand of eyeshadows. If you haven't heard of them, I highly recommend checking them out. They have single shadows, they have highlights, contours, blushes. They have a lot of different products, but I really love their shadows. I've used them I think once or twice in the past, but I want to start using them more. And I'm just doing windshield wiper motions with a fluffy brush from Morphe, and I'm just sweeping back and forth on top of that neutral crease shade. Then I'm going to go into this color. This is a little bit more intense, a little bit deeper. beautiful color, and I'm going to focus this kind of more on the outer V of the eye. So I'm just going to do circular motions just to deepen that up a little bit, but this is still going to be a pretty light spring look. This isn't going to be too intense, but I really like the way that the shimmers all over the eye give you kind of that glowy summer look. And after that, I decided to go in with another shade. This is a deep navy shade, and just deepen up that outer V just a tiny bit, but honestly, I didn't go too heavy, so this shade probably didn't make much of a difference. And now I'm going to go in with some eyeliner. I'm using that eyeliner from Nordstrom that I had raved about, and I'm just going to do a small wing. I didn't want to do anything too heavy because this is like a spring look, but you guys know I love my wing. So I went ahead and did that, and I find that this pen is really nice, but I don't know about how long it's going to last as far as drying out, so I'm still testing that part of it. I'm going to pop some lashes on, and then we're going to move on to adding a little bit of sparkle to my eye. I wanted to go in with the Stila Magnificent Metal. This is one of their new colors, and I really just wanted a tiny bit just to add a little bit of pizzazz to the eye, so I used a brush instead of the applicator. You can do either, but I just applied the tiniest bit to the center of my lid. I just felt like it added a little bit of a pop. And now for the lower lash line, I'm going in with this matte tan shade again, and I'm going to sweep this on the lower lash line just to give a little bit of definition to the lower lash line. And then I'm going to go back in to that Nabla Cosmetics. This is that second shade. It's like the deeper shade. It's so stunning. And I'm going to sweep this back and forth with a pencil brush on my lower lash line. You can also wet your brush with these, and it works beautifully. So now I'm going to contour, and I'm using a brush I never used from Morphe before, and I don't like it for contouring. So I was like, no, we're not doing that again. So you live and you learn, right? And I'm going to bronze up with this My Mimi from MAC. This brush is phenomenal from Smith Cosmetics. I've raved about it. I love it. And I'm going to go in for blush. This is one of their new Extra Dimension blushes from MAC. It's so pretty and glowy, and I thought it would go perfectly. So I'm going to sweep this all over my cheeks and give me kind of that red flushed look for summertime. And you guys know I had to go into the new Aurora palette from Anastasia, and I'm using Spectra to heavily highlight my inner corner. I really wanted to go super heavy and dramatic on this, and then I went in with Eclipse, and I'm going to use this to highlight my face. It looks yellow in the pan, but it actually shifts to a beautiful pink. And I used this brush, I think this is from Royal and Langnickel. This is like a more fluffy brush because I knew that this palette was super pigmented. I didn't want to have a big stripe on my face, so I used a more fluffy brush to kind of diffuse it. And you're going to see me highlighting down the center of my nose, and then I also do a little bit on my Cupid's bow. And then I'm going to apply this gel liner. This is a pink liner from Marc Jacobs I am obsessed with. I've been using it all the time. It stays all day, super pigmented, so it's definitely a favorite of mine. And then I'm going to line my lips. This is a Tarte liner, and it's just, I think it's just the universal lip liner. So I'm going to line all over my lips because I feel like this color is really nice. I've been falling in love with this lately. It's just almost like a pinker version of my natural lip color. And then I'm going to go in with Larlarlee new lipstick with MAC. This is called Larlarlee. Beautiful nude shade. I was really in love with this when I applied it. I thought the shade was super beautiful and flattering. I think it'll suit a lot of skin tones because she is a little bit tanner than me, actually quite a bit tanner than me. So I thought it might be too dark, but once I saw it, I was actually pleasantly surprised at how it was really nice for my skin tone. And then to top that off, I went in with a gloss from Colourpop. This is one of their like purple, really sparkly, almost duochrome or holographic glosses. It's pretty sheer, but I felt like it added a beautiful pop, and that completes the look. I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to check out Biobelle face masks down below. I will have them linked in the description bar. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.